you're starting from zero, no ATMs, no 1,000 ATMs, no hotels, and you're just on the streets. You're Richie Balmy still, but you have to build this this credit card processing and POS empire. How would you do it right now?
First off, every single place that I go to, whether I'm picking up food, picking up groceries, whatever I'm doing, I'm talking to everybody. I'm asking questions. How's your POS system? You ever have any issues? I don't care if you're asking the lowest person on the totem pole. In fact, that might be the best person to ask, because they could tell you, oh, we've been having all kinds of problems. And usually that person can actually help you sell your product to the manager or the owner. But I'm talking to everybody. But what I'm mostly looking for are places that are under construction, that are new. If a bar is about to open, if some new retail store is about to open, a convenience store is about to open, like I'm looking for stuff that's opening, because that's low hanging fruit, because they're not locked in already. I mean, POS systems are sticky. If somebody has something and it's working and they're happy, they don't really want to change. It's a big disruption to their business. It's a little easier when it's just a terminal. When I say terminal, I mean like not the big POS system with the screen and all, just like the little credit card terminal that you swipe. That's a little bit easier to get people to switch. And some of the places that have those, it's just a total like money thing, or it was before cash discount. It used to be who could get me the best rates, and then boom, you would
race to zero.
Right. Now it's different, because they're not paying anything, and you're just charging 4% to the customer, the cardholder. But look, I'd approach it the same way that I approach ATMs. Talk to everyone everywhere you go. Be looking everywhere you go. Know everything moving. Keep a list of who's where. This place has Toast. This place has this. This place has that. They have Clover. These people were happy. These people weren't. Start to keep track. You should know everything moving in your town, who's where and all. And you'll start to find opportunities. You'll find openings. But the one thing I'd do different versus when I started with ATMs is I would take advantage of this tool, the internet, that's free, where I would be, blowing up Instagram, Facebook, all that, posting about this stuff, posting in Facebook Marketplace, posting in New Orleans business owners Facebook groups and Baton Rouge business owner Facebook group, or wherever you are. And bar owners group. I would go into all the Reddit groups. I would work the internet so hard. Like I would be in every group I could be. I'd be posting. I would be looking at Google News, finding out what's opening around me. I mean, you have like the greatest free tool ever just sitting there now in front of you. So that's what I would do differently for sure. I would take that and run with the internet and use it to identify locations.
Yeah. So look, y'all, I'm not going to give y'all the big brain stuff because I'm only going to tell y'all stuff I did, but I'm sure there's a lot of ways you could utilize AI to pull leads. You can buy, like Richie said, new businesses, because you're solving a problem for them. Credit card processing, like insurance, it's a necessary evil. So if you're able to solve a problem with them and they're going to ask you a bunch of questions, if you're able to competently answer those questions and you have references, yeah, those new businesses, that's been my bread and butter. Now, Richie, I'm going to ask you something because I learned this in the course and it kind of blew my mind. What would you say? So like you're Richie Balmy in 1 month, how many locations do you think if you hit the streets,
but you're saying I know nobody, like I'm starting out.
No, you still know who you know, like, cause everybody's got like some type of competitive advantage, but like you're somebody watching this and you have the free time to go and solicit and sell. And I'm gonna break down the math to you, and I think it's gonna blow your mind. But how many do you think, just realistically, in 1 month, over a course of a year, per month, how many locations? Because you're saying that they're making 1,000 to 10,000 a month, so you have a lot of incentive to really work. But how many can Richie Balmy pull in 1 month?
I'd say on a low end, if I had nothing else to do and I was fully focused on this, on a low end, I should be able to do at least 10 a month. That's like the low end. I actually think I could do more, but I'm going to be conservative and say 10 a month.
Let's go with the 10 a month. And now to get to that 10, and this is a guy that came up with these statistics. He actually has trained thousands of salespeople, from used car salesmen to, Yale graduates, everything in between. And when he said the math works out the same, for you to sell 10 accounts in a month, you would have to talk to, in 30 days, you'd have to talk to 10 decision makers a day. Now, I know what a lot of you probably thinking, talk to 10 decision makers a day. That's easy. It's actually not. It's really not, because think about it, Richie. If you go to, say, on Bourbon Street, and you go in every bar on Bourbon Street, how many, when I say the decision maker, the GM or the owner are actually going to be there? And if they even if they are there, are they even going to talk to you? So, so you see what I'm saying? It gets a little harder.
I mean, it is, but I think guys like you and me who've been doing it a long time, like we're really good at that, like getting to, I mean, I remember that, you know, a lot of these places, when you're talking about like the bars on Bourbon Street and all, they have gatekeepers that are always keeping people away from them. But once you've been through that over and over and over, you start to figure out how to get around that and how to, I mean, there was times where I would just act like I was somebody else and walk right up the stairs of like a 3-story, you know, place in a French Quarter. And like, I'd end up in the owner's office and they're like, how did you get up here? And there's actually a lot of stories of that. And I'm like, man, look, I just came up here. They, you know, like, I was on a mission, and you know what? When you do something like that, they respect you and they'll actually talk to you. Like a lot of people are like, oh, they're going to throw me out. They're going to be mad or whatever. Like that doesn't happen. Like because you're talking to another, you're talking to another you. Like you've just proven to them that you're just like them and they're like you, and you're on the same level at that point. Like they also don't like to take no for an answer. So when they see somebody else like push through all of their barriers and just end up like right in front of them, they're impressed. And I'd be impressed if somebody did that